Hi everyone, it's me, Hayley again, with another video that will hopefully help you with some speech and language therapy at home. So this video is about information carrying words and how you can find out what level of information carrying words your child understands and how to help them understand more. What is an information carrying word? Well, an information carrying word or a key word is a word that you have to understand within the spoken or the written language that you're given in order to fully understand it or carry out the instruction correctly. So no matter how long the sentence is, there will be particular words within it that if you do not understand them, you will not be able to take in all the information or be able to act upon what's been said or what you've read. And these words are typically the ones where in the instruction there are options for. So we'll look at some examples so you can see what I mean.
Give me the pig. One key word. The give is implied with your open hand, so all they need to understand is what they're giving. Give me the pig. So although there are three things there, and there are three options, they only need to understand the one word in order to do that instruction correctly. So the options are there, because there's three options. It doesn't matter how many options there are options available. So it could be that they give you the cow or they give you the chicken, and then they've got that instruction wrong. All they need to understand is the pig. Give me the cow and the chicken. Two keyword, because there's two items to give. And remember, your open hand implies the give. Give me the cow and the chicken. Give the apple to the dog. All they need to know is what they're giving to the dog. There's only one thing to give it to, so the only bit of information they need to understand is apple. Give the apple to the dog. So for this one, there's no option for who you're giving it to, so you don't need to understand that bit. The only options available are what it is that you're giving. Give the apple to the dog. Now it's two keywords because there's options for who they've got to give it to as well as what it is they're giving. Give the apple to the dog. Put the girl on the wardrobe. There's only the girl and there's only the wardrobe, so they don't need to understand who or what they're moving it to. All they need to understand is where. Put the girl on the wardrobe. On is the only key word. Put the dinosaur in the wardrobe. It's two keywords because they need to know who they're moving and where they're going, but there's only the wardrobe, so they don't need to understand that bit. Put the dinosaur in the wardrobe.
So how can you use this at home? Well, first you need to know what level of information carrying word understanding your child has at the moment. So you can easily do this by playing a game like I went shopping, I went to the beach. Lay out some items and see how many things they can give you before they get something wrong or they forget. And then think of an activity that will allow you to add one keyword onto that. And that's going to help you develop their understanding because you're going to teach them how to remember and understand one more additional piece of information. So again, you could use things like I went shopping, I went to the beach. There are lots of activities. And we can help you with that. So it's also important to think about the type of word. So some children have better understanding of nouns, so names, objects, but might not have such a good level of information carrying word understanding with verbs or adjectives or prepositions. So think about what word you're working on. Again, if you want some help with this, please do email us. We can let you know. And you might need to start at a one keyword level, which is absolutely fine. Here's an example of how you might set up some activities. So you could do some pretend food, or you could be having a tea party. And remember that underlined words need to have choices. So if you're doing the red pig, you need to have different colours. so that they, you know, don't just pick the red thing. They need to understand that it's a red pig and they don't go for the green pig or the red sheep. So yeah, have a look at that little diagram. It might give you some ideas of some activities that you could put together and how to think about how to set those up. Be very careful when you're doing these activities that you're not giving clues. We do this all the time by accident. Eye pointing is a key one. It's really hard to give an instruction or talk about something without looking at it. But your child will pick up on that, and they therefore don't need to understand anything that you say. They're just going to give you what it is that you're looking at.
Give the apple to the dog.
Don't praise before they've finished. We can get very excited and give praise too soon. And what that does then is that cues them to stop.
Give the apple and the carrot to the cat. That's it. Well done. You did it. Good listening.
So pause to see what happens. If they complete your instruction, wait, and you'd be surprised how many children just carry on picking things up and handing things over.
Give the apple and the carrot to the cat.
Hopefully this has given you some ideas of how you can work on developing your child's level of understanding at home. In general, I mean, hopefully it just helps you think about how you are giving instructions at home. So if you're saying things like, we need to go, can you get your coat, your shoes, your bag, etc., etc., and your child isn't able to do it, think about how many key words you've put in that instruction, and if you need to simplify it. We use a term called chunking. So you chunk an instruction into pieces. So if your child has an information carrying word understanding level of 2, give them 2 things to go find. Once they've found them, give them another 2. If you want to work on this in more structured activities and focus particularly on this as a goal at home, please feel free to contact us and we can send you some resources and help you think about what level of information carrying word your child is working at, so you know what level to pitch things and what to be working towards. We can also help you think about whether you need to be working on nouns, on verbs, adjectives, prepositions, and this is suitable for children across all pathways. So yeah, do get in touch if you want some help. Thanks.